Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Hamas and Israel exchanged prisoners as part of a ceasefire agreement while occupation forces continue their aggression on the West Bank. Russia announces that its forces have taken control of the industrial city of Toretsk in the Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine. And the industrial sector's contribution to the gross domestic product is 19.5%, and foreign investment records a growth of about 52%. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. The Palestinian resistance movement Hamas handed over 3 Israeli hostages to the International Committee of the Red Cross as part of the 5th batch of the first phase of the prisoner exchange process with Israel, in the latest stage of a ceasefire deal aimed at opening the way to ending the 15-month war in Gaza. In exchange, Israel released 183 Palestinian prisoners. The exchange is the latest in a series of exchanges that have so far returned 18 Israeli detainees, 5 Thai workers kidnapped during the war, and 583 Palestinian prisoners and detainees. Israeli occupation forces have continued their assault on the town of Tammun and Al-Fari'a refugee for the 7th consecutive day. The military has reinforced its presence in the area, sealing off all entrances to both locations and forcing families to evacuate their homes amid ongoing raids and arrests. Additionally, power infrastructure in Tammun and Al-Fari'a has been severely affected, while main water supply lines to the main area remain disrupted. The Commissioner General of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees, UNRWA, Felipe Lazzarini, confirmed that the residents of the Gaza Strip are subjected to a systematic process of dehumanization. He explained that UNRWA teams are committed to continuing to provide vital assistance to Palestinian refugees until empowered Palestinian institutions become the permanent and sustainable alternative. Lazzarini said that achieving peace requires ending the occupation and establishing an independent Palestinian state with Gaza as the integral part of it, a viable and sovereign Palestine state alongside Israel. Russia announced that its forces have taken control of the industrial city of Toretsk in the Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine after months of fighting. The Russian Defense Ministry said in a statement that as a result of the active offensive operations, the city of Dzerzhinsk, which was previously rich in coal mines and had a population of about 30,000 people before the military operation that was launched in 2022 was taken. Analysts believe that Russia's seizure of this mining city will help it block Ukrainian military supply routes across the sprawling front line, but Kyiv has denied that Russia has full control over the city, whose population has been reduced by 90% due to the fighting. The industrial sector in the Sultanate of Oman remains a vital pillar of the national economy and a key driver of income diversification. In 2024, the sector witnessed several major achievements, most notably the royal endorsement of the Industrial Strategy 2040 in May 2024. Additionally, Oman secured the 53rd position globally and ranked 4th regionally in 2024 Competitive Industrial Performance Report issued by the United Nations Industrial Development Organizations. The Higher Institute of Health Specialties held its graduation ceremony for 165 postgraduate diploma students across 9 specialized health programs for the academic year 2024. The event, attended by officials, faculty, and families, highlighted the Institute's role in advancing healthcare education. More details in the following report.
The Higher Institute of Health Specialties marked a momentous occasion with the graduation of 165 nurses from 9 specialized healthcare programs, including critical care nursing, emergency nursing, midwifery, mental health nursing, health services management, renal dialysis, pediatric critical care nursing, as well as infection prevention and control program.
Today I'm very grateful to finish my specialty in Higher Institute. I graduated from Infection and Prevention Control specialty. I am very proud to be here today to continue my service in my region.
The Higher Institute of Health Specialties continues to set the benchmark for health education in the region, empowering nurses with the skills to meet the challenges of the healthcare sector. Since its establishment, the Institute has proudly graduated 3,687 professionals, and its impact on healthcare education in Oman is immeasurable. This year, the Institute's graduates come from diverse fields, contributing to essential areas of health care. Programs like critical care nursing and emergency nursing ensure that future nurses are prepared to handle life-threatening situations with confidence, while the midwifery program plays a vital role in providing comprehensive care for mothers and newborns. Mental health nursing focuses on addressing the growing need for mental health services, and health services management ensures these professionals are ready to lead healthcare organizations.
Today I'm very happy. I would like to appreciate all the tutors, the faculties, the HIHS team.
The Higher Institute of Health Specialties continues to pave the way for a healthier future in Oman. With its ongoing dedication to providing top education and training in critical fields of health care, it remains at the heart of Oman's mission to build a world-class healthcare system. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Still to come in our news bulletin. Researchers discover how greasy hair helps polar bears brave the cold. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Muscat Stock Exchange main index continued its raise last week, rising up to 21 points after 2 weeks of drop, losing more than 78 points. The index closed at 4,564 points by the end of last week trading, while the sector indices recorded a collection increase led by the financial sector index. On the other side, the industrial sector index witnessed a rise by 33 points, while the legal index rose by 4 points. Last week witnessed a decline in the market value of Muscat Stock Exchange, which dropped to 27.5 billion riyals by the end of Thursday's trading, recording a loss by 30.5 million riyals. Hotel establishment revenues for 3 to 5 stars in the Sultanate of Oman reached over 243 million Omani riyals by the end of December 2024, compared to 229 million at the end of December 2023. According to statistics released by the National Center for Statistics and Information, the rise is driven by a surge in hotel guests, which reached nearly 2.1 million by the end of 2024, compared to around 2,070,000 the previous year. The Economic Committee in the Wilaya of Bahla, in partnership with the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Ad-Dakhiliya Governorate, organized the first ever Innovation and Entrepreneurship Forum. The opening ceremony was presided over by Zionist Sayyid Numair bin Majid bin Taimur al Saeed. Here is more on this report.
The Bahla Gateway to Innovation and Entrepreneurship Forum marked a milestone event for the Wilaya of Bahla, bringing together aspiring entrepreneurs, innovators, and key industry players to spotlight the region's entrepreneurial potential.
Aim for this facility to be making all the company and all the people, especially from the private sector, to be advertising about themselves and showing to the other people what they can do. And all this thing, it will be helping them for the marketing, and they can improve them companies.
This is a good chance for our business to improve and to be known by others. I mean, by the community here in the wilaya, or even in the outside the wilaya. The youngs are more participating and trying to find chances in order to raise their business and their projects.
The forum featured an exhibition with participation from over 70 pioneering businesses and institutions specializing in artificial intelligence, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Additionally, 20 local innovators showcased their creative projects.
The sector is now going best than before, and we have now more opportunity, and we have support from governments. So we glad we are here, and also the community of Bahla is very good to grow. The business is growing.
We have here a project called Smart Ecological System using drones, and our team called Toxic Guardians. Our project is very helpful for our environment, and we really hope we have like a choice to go anywhere with it.
Glad to be here and to participate in this nice exhibition, which really open a new areas for all entrepreneurs. And also it's like a networking for all the participants to see their products and get to know each other in a very deep way.
As the first event of its kind in Bahla, focusing on the endeavors of entrepreneurs and SMEs, the forum aimed to inspire Omani youth to embrace self-employment and entrepreneurial ventures. The creative youth of the Wilaya of Bahla are writing a new chapter of innovation, harnessing the natural resources of the region to craft a future driven by entrepreneurial spirit. Reporting from the Wilaya of Bahla, this is Saleh Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
Researchers discovered how greasy hair helps polar bears brave the cold. Here's more in this report.
An international team of scientists has identified the unique anti-icing properties of polar bear fur, attributing its effectiveness to a natural grease coating. The discovery helps explain how the species endures Arctic conditions, while also suggesting potential applications in industrial anti-icing technologies.
There's this amazing property they seem to have. They roll around in snow, they slide down hills in sub-zero conditions, but ice doesn't build up on them. Whereas, send a human like me up to the Arctic, you'd see large tracts of snow and ice build up in my hairs, in my eyebrows, beard if I had one. So that's where the inspiration came from for actually starting this project.
Researchers from Trinity College Dublin examined hair examples from 6 wild polar bears, focusing on the chemical composition of their fur's sebum, a natural oily coating. The study, published in Science Advances, found that the sebum contains cholesterol, diacylglycerols, and fatty acids, which significantly reduce ice adhesion. When the grease was removed, the fur behaved similarly to human hair, allowing ice to attach more easily. The findings contribute to broader research on natural anti-icing mechanisms and could inform the development of sustainable coatings for surfaces exposed to extreme cold.
Yeah, that's the hope. It's PFAS, fluorinated compounds. They are really effective at stopping ice sticking to them. They're effective in so many parts of our life, but they are incredibly nasty. They've been dubbed forever chemicals for a reason. They last forever in the environment. So any way to kind of replace them and get around them would be ideal, as they are in many cases the standard. So if we could replace them with some of these hair oils, these more natural components, and sort of get rid of the issue of these forever chemicals, it'd be a great step forward.
Scientists highlight the potential for replacing synthetic forever chemicals, such as PFAS, with bio-inspired alternatives. Beyond its structural benefits, the grease-coated fur may also play a role in polar bear hunting strategies by reducing friction when moving on ice and help them save energy by sliding over the ice.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Hamas and Israel exchange prisoners as part of ceasefire agreement, while occupation forces continue their aggression on the West Bank. Russia announces that its forces have taken control of the industrial city of Toretsk in the Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine. And the industrial sector's contribution to the gross domestic product is 19.5%, and foreign investment records a growth of about 52%. With that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's a good night, and we hope you've had an enjoyable weekend.